Get up, shower, brush your teeth, eat food, don't lose any sleep. You have to do it. Whatever you have to do to show up for yourself, please do it. We cannot expire in the depths of our sorrows. Hello everyone, I just wanted to make a quick sit down video and talk life into our life. In all seriousness, I think that we should talk positively to ourselves, especially during a lot of the things that we go through. Specifically, we're talking about healing and really getting through stuff. And I mean get through stuff, I don't mean get over things. It's really easy to get over things by overindulging, or doing things that is a temporary fix, but in the long run, you will probably repeat the behavior if you get over it. We're trying to get through things. I also want to talk about showing up for yourself and sharing online. Speaking of getting through stuff, sharing things online could be very, very easy and also very detrimental to your mental health, especially because sometimes we overshare. When something bad happens to us, or something traumatic happens to us, or something that we feel is so unjust, we want everyone to know, so then we overshare on the internet without thinking about not everybody on the internet is your friend. Not everybody is rooting for you. Not everybody actually cares about you. And it's really hard in this day and age of social media and everybody wanting followers, attention. Don't get me wrong, you can use your voice and your platform for good, especially if you've been wronged by someone, and we can deplatform those that are doing harm to other people. However, as an individual, it's going to be very, very difficult to get the justice that you deserve. People are watching just for entertainment value. They're not watching because they deeply care about you. Maybe your family members, or maybe your friends, but even some of your friends, they're not here for you. We also have to know the art of detachment, but that's a totally different video, okay? We're talking about showing up for yourself and sharing publicly online everything in your life, especially when bad stuff happened to you. And so I'm not one of those people that think that people should not share online. It is what it is. I just feel like we're all human beings and we're all meant to be social. We're all meant for companionship. Why not share on a platform that is for that? I mean, we have revolutionized the way people can monetize on said platforms, but that doesn't mean that people should just be quiet and be hushed and suffer in silence. So if sharing online for you is helpful, if you only have online friends, or most of your friends that you're close to are online, then yeah, absolutely share your experience. But be mindful that if it's not just you in the situation, there's your side, there's that person's side, and the unbiased truth of the situation. I have had my fair share of oversharing online, but I think that I'm sharing the right amount now. We all have nuances in our emotions, and that's what I'm trying to display. I am displaying getting through it. We all should be getting through it, not getting over it. When you get over something, it's like, okay, it's still in my belly though. I'm still like thinking about it. I'm still reminiscing of how horrible I feel about it. When we really should be getting through it, be like, okay, let me be sad. Let me be sad. Let me be delusional. Let me be all these things that I have to go through so that I won't do it again. I won't go through it again. If you could avoid the drama of it all, I would suggest that. Don't do any subliminals. Don't do any lives, ask like Q&A on everything that's going on in my life, blah, blah, blah. Like, because that is going to backfire on you. But I do think that you should get through your emotions. So if you have to journal, if you have to go to therapy, those things will help you a lot more with your emotional intelligence and maturity. For example, me and my recent events of getting through it, I am getting through it right now. I've discovered that I'm not as emotionally refrained as I thought I was. I could either punish myself for the rest of my life for having an emotional outburst, or I could learn from it. I could journal, I could write, I could document. I am learning the same way everyone else is learning, and it's okay. It's okay. I think that it's important to just go through it. I know I've said this so many times in this video, but I'm telling you right now, it's better to go through it by yourself and alone while you're in your mood and you're trying to really collect your thoughts and think about how you could show up differently. People think that just because you do the work that the pain is no longer there. But what you really don't know is when you do the work, you just show up differently. When you show up differently, your whole entire life changes because you no longer think the way that you used to. You no longer behave the way that you used to. It's like, okay, I actually learned this thing right here. Let me apply it. Listen, I'm showing up differently. Working out now hurts my knees and I just feel like an old lady, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to show up differently and I'm going to eat differently. I'm trying not to eat fast food, but don't give up just because it's hard, because it's always going to be that way. And the pain is not going to subside just because you're doing the work. The pain is actually still going to be there. And although they mean well, I also think that friends and family, that when you confide into them about what's going on with you and they're just like, oh, well, you know, you'll get over this, you're strong, you're this, you're that. Okay, well, maybe I'm not strong right now. And that's okay. Maybe I'm not courageous, I'm not confident, I'm not, you know, how I usually am, but that's okay. I want to get through this. I want to get through this. I want to do it. I want to do the work. I'm just going to go through it. While other people may think it's silly to be sad for so long or think that it's so preposterous to do certain things in the midst of a heartbreak, in the midst of losing a parent, in the midst of like a devastating loss, a devastating turn of events, life event, don't feel like you have to rush your process. Your process is your process. If you are writing in your journal and crying one night and then the next night you're happy, oh my God, I don't even know why I was so mad, why I was so sad, oh my God, I'm the baddest, like that is the process and it's fine. I think that we all can agree that going through it is a necessary evil for you to reach the plateau of who you are really genuinely supposed to be. We have life events happen to us, trauma happens to us, we're human, it's gonna happen. It's like, okay, how am I going to show up differently though in this? Maybe this has already happened to me before. I've had my heart broken before. My parent has died before. I have lost this job before. Showing up for yourself is one of the hardest things you probably will ever have to do, because a lot of the time we don't want to. We just want to get through it just by being engulfed with our emotions. And instead of identifying with that emotion, we can know that it passes and just let it pass us by and let it get through. Just let the emotion get through, and that will absolutely help instead of wallowing. And don't get me wrong, being sad is okay. You can make plans all week and then the day comes and you don't want to do it, then cancel. I think that's part of getting through it. I don't believe in linear healing. Linear healing doesn't exist. I think that we always think just because we are going through something and we get that glimmer of hope, that glimmer of happiness, and then we get back to the sadness, that we're progressing backwards, or that we're not healing anymore and we're just trying to be sadistic, I guess. No. This life stuff is hard, and being a human being, while it is the luckiest thing to be on this earth, it is the most complicated. We don't have to know everything. We just gotta show up. So just showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like taking a shower, and I am notorious for this. Even if you don't feel like taking a shower and you're so depressed and you don't want to get out of bed, try doing the sheep song. You know, when we were little and you had to count sheep, count your way out of bed. All right, I'm gonna get up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Do it. Get up, shower, brush your teeth, eat food, don't lose any sleep. You have to do it. Whatever you have to do to show up for yourself, please do it. We cannot expire in the depths of our sorrows. It's not okay. And we deserve more than that. More out of life, more out of everything. If you like this video and want to see more videos, like, comment, and subscribe.